taking your history, before marketer in business and politics, you're a fighter pilot, and you're making the Boyd loop occurs when you're at, I don't know what the speed is, 500 miles an hour. And so I guess you don't have the luxury of overthinking shit, right? Like you've got to, like you almost have to make decisions. You almost have to learn how to act in the moment. Like you just don't have that luxury. Is that teachable? Like, or is that something that somebody's kind of born with and gravitates to that line of work, or can you just teach that?
Yes, you're going very fast. There's no doubt about that. But you have to have done it enough times so so you can say, they're going left. I have 3 options, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing option 2. It's the ability to sort through and select options quickly, which is the decision part. So you've oriented, you observe, now you decide. But that requires training. The idea that it's intuitive, in my opinion, is overrated. And I have a great example to go back to golf for a second. Somebody once asked Tiger Woods, what's the most important trait of a successful professional golfer? Tiger said, oh, that's simple. You have to like to learn you have to like to practice. And they said, no. Don't you need motor skills? Don't you need coordination? Don't you need a will to win? Don't you need all this other stuff? And Tiger said, look, you need all that. But if you won't hit balls 6 hours a day, 5 hours a week, 5 days a week, you will never be a professional golfer. So you have to love to practice. Regardless of what you're doing, you have to love to practice. And whether it's being a fighter pilot or whether it's being a professional golfer or a salesperson, the practice part is really important. And I'll add something to that that's often overlooked, in my opinion. A friend of mine is a radiologist, and he was talking recently to me about how computers are reading x-rays better than people. And you know why that is? There's a reason for that. The average computer reads an x-ray. In a second, it gets graded because nobody trusts the computer to read an x-ray. So they give it to the computer, then they give it to a radiologist who says right, or wrong, or whatever.
Yep.
The computer learns something. They give another x-ray, it gets graded again. So they have this great feedback loop. The average radiologist reads an x-ray, sends it off, and never hears from anybody again. So there's no feedback. Practice requires feedback. In fact, in the golf world, it's called dedicated practice. It's not just blindly hitting golf balls. I'm going to hit 3 golf balls to the left. I'm going to hit 3 golf balls to the right. I'm going to hit 1 golf ball down the center. And until I've done that successfully 10 times, that's all I'm going to do. So I think we underestimate the necessity of dedicated practice for people who are going to act in our play, whatever our play is.
It's like the difference between driving to work and learning how to drive a race car. Like driving to work does not prepare you necessarily for Formula One racing. Like you have to be intentional. Like you'll get good enough at driving to work, and you're not like pushing the limits of the car and figuring out the turn and being like really deliberate with it so that you can drive better. You're just driving. Like it's a different part of the brain.